Hello, hi. I can see Vika is here already. I hope you can hear me. We are starting now. Sorry, I was just taking a couple of minutes to set everything up. How are you? How are you doing? I can see we have a couple of people already joining. Where are you guys? I'm always super curious to hear where everyone is from. I'm starting to recognize some people from the nicknames or like YouTube handles already, but let me know if you're new or if you're joining for the first time. I'm always curious to know. Something is happening. I got a message from YouTube about the stream. I hope it's okay. Okay, I don't know, something weird just happened. So the previous streams, I think we kind of managed to finish the series that I had with the yarn that I wanted to use up. So last time we did the mitten, which I still haven't like finalized. I still have some things that I want to do with it and just perfect it a little bit, and that's why I thought that maybe it's a good idea not to do the second mitten today, also because like during the stream I was making quite a lot of mistakes with it, and so I thought that I really need to like concentrate and set my mind to just doing it on my own, because when I'm just yapping and chatting and doing kind of like two things simultaneously, I thought that I realized I'm just doing a lot of mistakes. So but with that we finished the raglan sweater, we finished the beanie, the scarf, and basically one mitten. And maybe I will do another tutorial for the mitten sometime soon, but I already have a tutorial just for a regular one. It's just that for this mitten I actually have it here still on my table. So for this one I shared it as well. I kind of like created this hole, but I feel like maybe this can be adjusted as well, and also this thumb is kind of like removable, but I just want to figure it out. And also for today I was going back and forth. I couldn't figure out, like, now that we don't have these like series set up, or I haven't figured it out yet, I didn't know what exactly I want to do, and I had quite a lot of ideas, so maybe I can also ask you what you would prefer the most, and some of them I already feel like I don't really want to do, but anyway, here are my ideas. So I'm thinking, like, since we are already mid-November actually and Christmas is approaching, I was thinking that maybe we can do something like a granny square together, but then I was also thinking that maybe this is too difficult for me to explain and also follow along as I'm just chatting and chatting and chatting. So maybe this can be, I don't know, I will see, maybe I can do it another time. Then I was thinking about just doing like a couple of coasters, because that's something that I'm doing right now, or I created one today. But then I'm thinking this is like a very easy project to do, so maybe not for this stream, because then it's again too easy. But I also, as you might know, I'm working on a couple of other cardigans, and I thought that this could be one that I could finish today, because for this one I just have to add like the inner border, bottom border, and also a border for the sleeves, and maybe this is like an appropriate thing to do for today, and then I would also finally be done with it, apart from like adding the hooks for connecting like side to side. And then I also have this sweater that I have to finalize. It's kind of finalized already, it's just that I want to make these sleeves a little bit longer, and then I also want to add some elastic in here, but I actually have to buy some elastic, because the string that I have now, it's in white and it would be super noticeable with this dark blue. So I'm leaning more towards finishing this one, because then I will also be done with it finally. But let me know what you're thinking. I was also thinking that it would be nice to actually do a mini tutorial for this coaster, and maybe I can just do it for the tutorial and avoid any spoilers here. But yeah, let me know, and thank you so much about the colors. Yeah, I also actually for this one, it was my mom who bought me all this yarn, and it was just super random, and I was like, I only had like 2 colors of each skein, but it kind of seemed that all 3 of them work together very well. And I thought if I want to make something bigger, then I have to use all 3 colors, and I think it kind of works quite well. So yeah, it wasn't even my own color choice of picking those, but I'm basically just trying to use up what I have here. And what is viral mushroom guy? I haven't heard about it. Oh, I see. I just had a look. Yeah, I'm thinking as well, like the coaster, it's very, very simple, but perhaps it could be very useful actually for beginners. And I also think it's kind of like cute and easy project. Also for like now that holiday season is approaching and people might have quite a lot of guests over and yeah, stuff like that. Then I think it's quite nice. And I mean, this one is in blue, but it would be super nice to actually make them in white and kind of like Christmassy and so on. So just by changing the colors as well. And also for this snowflake, it's even though it's like a little bit complicated pattern, I would say for me to follow along during a live stream. But actually, like if you don't do the granny square border here, and also if you skip, like basically if you don't do the blue part, it also turns out to be a very nice coaster. And yeah, of course, it's also super Christmassy and wintry. So that's just an idea to maybe, if you want to make some coasters, you can easily just have like a combo of these 2, like a basic one and then a snowflake one. But yeah, that is it. So I think I will just go with this cardigan and we will try to finish it. And then tomorrow I will try to buy some buttons and then I will finish it like completely on my own. But yeah, that's today's plan. Yeah, as I said, I didn't really have like a specific plan, and maybe sometimes it's better. And yeah, actually this week I haven't been crocheting that much, so I didn't jump on like random streams. So I don't know, but let's get started. I don't know why you cannot. I think you should be able, because I know that I've been accepting your messages and so on. Yeah, I found the viral mushroom guy. Maybe that's an idea for other stream. Okay, but let's get started. I think I will first start with finishing the sleeves, and what I'm thinking is doing something very basic. So for the sleeves and for the bottom borders, I will just do the shell stitch. And now, like, actually when I was picking this project up, because I haven't worked on it for like, I don't know, almost 2 months. the last time I touched it, or like when I actually worked on it, it was around 2 months ago. So like when I was preparing for this stream, I even had to, like, I struggled a little bit to remember which hook I actually used, and I think it was 4mm hook for this project, but like I'm not 100% sure at all. I don't know, but it should work. Yeah, I'm just saying that sometimes, yeah, when you haven't worked on a project for a while, it's very easy to forget. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce it properly, but amigurumis. I haven't actually. I haven't worked on them. So I feel like some people say that they are easier than doing clothing items, but for me, I feel like making clothes is easier than doing like crochet toys and such. But I don't know. I think it's also a personal preference. What do you think? Yeah, I know. I know that I totally should, and I have always been curious, and I have some friends or some people or like colleagues who are who have children, and then I have always wanted to gift something cute as a crochet toy or stuff like that. The most I have made, or like the biggest project most appropriate for kids or children or babies, was basically that I did like a uh, small socks for babies, but that's not even amigurumis. But I also feel like if I had children on my own, then I would be more prone to making them. Hello, thank you for joining. We are happy to have you here. And I have just started to work on this border. I feel like this camera could be a little bit more zoomed in because it feels like it's far apart. I don't know. Or maybe at some point I should also switch cameras so I'm the one there in the corner and you can actually see what I'm doing on full screen. But I will figure it out. We are also currently trying to figure out all my crochet setup, and so I actually have my own corner, but that's also something that I still have to do. But we basically bought a table, which would be like like a desk, not a table, where I can have my streams in like a proper setup, and then also reorganizing the furniture a little bit and moving some things around and getting perhaps some shelves for all my yarn and so on, but that's still to come. But that's the plan. Right now with the stream setup, especially, like sometimes when I just do it randomly from my phone, I just do it from wherever, and most often I'm just sitting on my couch or yeah, here at the table or just on the floor and watching TV and so on. But for streams like this, like right now, I'm at my dining table, which is actually quite comfortable, but it would be nice to have like a proper setup. But I hope to figure it out very, very soon. And I also feel like with this border, we will be able to finish everything quite quickly. So I don't even know why I was procrastinating it so much. But what about you guys? What are you uh, what are you currently working on? What are your crochet projects? Is there anyone else who is crocheting along as I am, or what are you doing? getting a message. And also let me know if anyone is not familiar with the shell stitch, because then I can explain it in more detail and also teach it to you. So here I have done already like few of these shells, so I can also show in this camera, maybe it's easier to see. And you can see it's like a nice wavy thing that you can add to a bunch of things. And I think for the borders, it's a very, very cute one to have. But yeah, just let me know if you want me to explain, and I can explain it right away now. And yeah. Nice. That's really nice about the market. I hope it will be a success. And I'm sure there's been like loads of time that went into preparation. But that's cute. I'm glad to hear that there are others who are just crocheting along. I follow quite a few people actually on Instagram, and then I also see all of their like market preparations and things like that. Yeah, it's impressive to see all the projects that people have worked on all together at once. It's impressive. Yeah, and actually this week I didn't manage to work on any new crochet projects just because I was mainly like actually the cardigan that I'm wearing now, this is something that I finished only on on Tuesday. And then after I finished it, I also had to work on the pattern and pictures and everything else. So I think that's how it is with when you're working on like actual crochet patterns. Like since you spend quite a lot of like big portion of your time crocheting, but then approximately 50%, or depending on the project of course, quite a lot of time also goes into like creating content, creating pattern, writing down all the details, in my case also like editing video, like tutorials and so on. So yeah, it's funny how you think that, oh, I'm just crocheting, but actually loads of time goes into like all sorts of like different smaller things or side things that you have to do as part of it. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that this uh, cardigan that I'm wearing now, you can also find tutorial on my channel. So if you want to create something similar to this, then I got you. But that's why this week was just like super busy, because I wanted to finish it and to have everything live by Friday, so I had to speed up with some of the things. And then of course everything was quite busy at work as well, so I couldn't yeah, I had to do some tasks for my actual job and didn't have that much free time at the end. But the good news is that we finished the cardigan and it's live. I know that I've been crocheting it together with some of you during my other live streams, so just in case if others were curious about how did it go. And I will be almost done with this one sleeve. And I will finish it off, and then I will also show you how it looks. Just a reminder, because I tried to do like kind of like a little bit of a different design compared to like regular stuff, but I think it will be very cute. Okay, and just fastening off now. And I will also weave in the end, just so I don't have to do it later, because that's kind of a big problem for me. I have many things that still have all the ends hanging, and they aren't like actually finalized, so let's do it right away. And that was another idea for this stream, just to weave in ends, but then I thought that's too boring even for me. Okay, let's have a look. I will show you how it actually looks, and then you will also have a better idea of this cardigan in general. So my plan with it was that we don't have like a middle separation, but we have something like this. And then I was thinking, at first I thought that it would be nice to have like a zipper or stuff like that, but then I thought that it would actually be nicer with some kind of like hooks or bigger buttons, and yeah, but I still don't have any buttons, and that's what I will buy tomorrow. But now this border is added for this sleeve, and this is how it looks. And I think the length is quite nice. And now I will just also do the same thing for this sleeve, and then also for this bottom border. And since we finished here with the dark color, that's why I'm using the light one. So yeah, let's keep on going. And I think during this stream we will manage to add both bottom borders for the other sleeve and also for the very bottom. And I'm talking a lot, that's why I'm thirsty. But I feel like I haven't been drinking a lot of water today either. But okay, let's do the other sleeve. And for those who also want to, because now I'm trying to schedule streams in advance. So for now, I have figured out that I want to do one every Saturday evening and then one every Sunday morning. So tomorrow there is another stream, just in case if you're wondering. And I will try to figure out what we want to do tomorrow. Because yeah, maybe I can start working on the dark blue sweater, because yeah, since it's going to be a morning, maybe it will be easier, because now when it's quite dark, I feel like it's harder to work on like yarn in darker colors also. And yeah, besides that, yeah, since I also finished this one, the tutorial for the cardigan that I was wearing before, now I also start to think about like other tutorials and videos that I will be doing. So one idea, as I mentioned, is to just do a tutorial for like a very basic and simple coaster. But then the other thing that I had in mind was to also do some vlog type of videos, and I'm also trying to work more on my members only content and stuff, and yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what would be a nice next video to do together, or tutorial to publish soon, because I also feel like this is a busy season, especially for me at my work, and I don't have a lot of free time, and it's getting dark super early, so I also don't feel like I have a lot of time to actually film things, because it's just by the time I do just like a little part of it, it's already dark, and then of course it's just harder with the actual filming process. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing some sort of vlogs of, yeah, just of what I do in general, and show what are my current projects and so on. So I hope it will be fun. I just have to find time for all of that. And another project that I still have to do, that's on my list to do, is I received a lot of yarn, or basically 9 or 10 skeins of super super chunky yarn. And you know what, I will go and grab it just so I can show you. And I will also show you the crochet hook that I have with it, because that's the biggest hook I have ever had. Just 1 second, and I will be back in a moment. Let me put my be right back screen. All right, I'm back, and I can show you, because I got too excited that I have to show you. So this is the yarn. You can take my head as a comparison, but yeah, perhaps it doesn't seem to be so big, but these, like the piece of yarn, as you can tell, I think it's super huge. And maybe now I feel like I a little bit over exaggerated, but I feel like it's a super super chunky yarn, and it is, and it weighs Here I have 200 grams. This one skein is just 200 grams. Hello. Thanks for joining. So this is 200 grams, and in terms of length, it is 87 yards or 80 meters. And I feel like 80 meters is nothing because this skein is like 550 meters. So it's a comparison for you. But anyway, here is the crochet hook, and this is what I'm the most excited about because the crochet hook size is 15 millimeters. And right now for this sleeve that I'm working on, this is 4 millimeters. So yeah, more than 3 times bigger. But let me show you also this. It's huge, and it's yeah, it's really nice, and I think the quality is super good. It's wooden, and you can feel like, yeah, it's a good quality hook. But I'm really excited about these, and I basically have 10 skeins of this yarn, and the project is basically to create a blanket. So I'm trying to find time for that as well, because it would be nice to also film a vlog video of how long it actually takes for me to do that blanket, because yeah, I just think it would be fun, and also I feel like the season is very appropriate for something like that. And that was something that I wanted to do during these streams as well, but then I got too excited about other stuff. But yeah, that's the plan, that's the other idea that I want to do. And I feel like that brand is also quite a nice one. But anyway, that's what's currently in my mind, and sometimes I also feel like I have to start writing down everything that I want to do, because sometimes it's easy to forget other projects or videos that I want to create. Because yeah, they take a lot of time, and sometimes I just don't have time, and sometimes I also forget, or another idea pops in my head, and then I just start to focus on that. And we will be almost done with this second sleeve as well in just a moment. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. And that's a really nice project actually to be working on. It doesn't take too long, and it's also very simple, and yeah, I'm glad you like it. Let me know when you're done, or if you also feel okay with sending photos, then yeah, please feel free to do that. Yeah, I'm always excited to see what others are creating and how it turned out, and yeah, if you feel comfortable, then I'm also more than happy to share it further in my stories. And with that top, I also made, not sure if relevant or if anyone is interested, but I did like a dress that was inspired from this top, and like a halter dress that I created. So like at some point I was just going all in with doing dragonflies. So that's another inspiration. And we will be done with, we are done with the other sleeve. The border is added. So I will show you again, just in case we have some people who joined a little bit later and didn't see it. But first let me weave this end in, because I don't want to deal with it later. I'm already struggling with finishing my project, so you know. All right, the sleeve is done, so let's try it on again. Let me show you. So both sleeves are done, and this is how it looks. And I don't know, I like this cardigan thingy quite a lot. I feel like it will be super cute. And I'm also thinking that I will include instructions for this also in the pattern of this cardigan that I have. But that will probably take me a while as well. But like when I was crocheting this one, I made sure that I'm taking a lot of photos of everything. So I should be able to do that. But now let's just also add a border here at the bottom, and then yeah, I'll see how far I can go. But yeah, after that we will just have to add the inner border, and for that I think I will do just something very very basic, and also here around the neckline, but I will figure it out later. But yeah, I feel like it will be very very simple one that I will do for that. And let me check. Okay, let's start, or let's finish. And yeah, again, I'm just doing the same shell stitch as before. I feel like since those are at the bottom, then the shell stitch just adds a nice touch, where for the inner border and for the neckline, I just want to have something basic. And I also feel like this border works up very, very quickly, because like essentially you're just doing double crochets and single crochets, so it's almost like in terms of length, how long it takes, time wise, it's the same as basically adding one more row. And it's nothing very complicated. It's just right now when I also have to talk, I just make sure to double check that I'm actually doing the 5 stitches that I'm supposed to do. And I think I'm already somewhere like 1/3 is done. Yeah, this much. I have done this much, and then this is what is left. But it really works up very, very fast. And we are actually halfway through with this bottom part. It's going very, very fast. I cannot understand why I was procrastinating for this long, but happens to the best of us. And I'm actually very excited to show you how it will look with this. And then I think, yeah, I'll finish the inner part also. Oh, and actually, I realized I haven't really shared, or I haven't shared yet. And since we are just few people here, um, actually, this week or last week, I published finally my website, and I can also share it here because I, yeah, I haven't really shared it or announced that I have done it, but I will do it soon. But perhaps since we are just like a small group here, maybe I can share it here, and yeah, just let me know what you think and how it looks, because I'm still kind of like adjusting small couple of things, and but it's basically ready. And yeah, maybe that's something I can talk a little bit more about, because yeah, I haven't. But for a very long time, ever since I started to do more crochet on my channel, and I also started to post more on my Instagram and so on, and creating all the patterns and everything. I didn't have website at all. The only thing that I had was like the channel on YouTube here, Instagram just for like posting whatever I made, because the only reason why I made that Instagram account was just to post the final projects that I have created, and I never thought that anyone will actually follow me. I just thought to have it as yeah, just like as a personal diary almost with photos. And yeah, so and all the patterns that I did, I just posted them on Etsy. So yeah, no personal website, nothing. And then I thought I finally have to do it, because it's like about time to actually do it. And only a couple of months ago, I started to work on it, and yeah, I feel like I finally finished it, but I also feel like there could be some things that I could improve a little bit better or smoothen out, or I don't know, just adjust in another way. So I have started to include it like in the descriptions of my videos and my bio on Instagram, so it's available, but I haven't really advertised that I have it. But I think I will do it soon, just so people are more exposed to the fact that I have an actual website now. Like, I'm serious. But yeah, I just posted it in the chat, so let me know what you think, how it looks, or yeah. I try to do it kind of like so it's not too random. I try to do it like so it's easy to read and see everything that's on it, and kind of like find information and understand what is what. But at the same time, I also wanted to include some colors and something a little bit funkier, but I'm not sure if I managed. But yeah, but it's just another exciting project happening. And I feel like it's been such a long time without having one, and it's like such a basic thing to actually have, so it's like finally. And I also realized that I have to take some better photos. And we are approaching the end of this bottom part. And also now that I'm thinking on yeah, on one hand, like I'm using up all the yarn that I had, and I have actually been quite successful in terms of uh, having enough yarn for all the projects that I have chosen to do, which is super nice because like for the cardigan that I just finished and I was wearing before, uh, I was very convinced that I won't have enough, but I managed. But now, anyways, like what I'm trying to say is that I was so determined to use up all the yarn that I have, but now I'm just realizing that I'm just having a lot of leftovers of like all the colors that I have, and it's just very random. So I feel like at some point I will have to do like a leftover yarn project just to like totally use it all up. But I think that would also be really fun for just using like um yeah, just doing like a raglan cardigan or sweater or even like a blanket. I don't know. But yeah, it's either you don't have enough yarn or you just end up with lots of scrap yarn, which I think is the case for me now. and I'm almost done with this row, so bear with me, I will show you in a second. Ta-da! We are done at the very end, so I will just fasten off in a second. One second. All right, and I will also weave it in, just so it's done. Alright, the bottom part is done, so let me try it on, just so you see and just so I see, because I feel like such an easy thing, but it adds like a very cute look. So sleeves done, bottom done, this is how it looks. And it doesn't give a lot of length, but it does give a little bit of a length. And especially if you're thinking to block whatever project you have, then it's always useful to also kind of like calculate it in. But here it is, and it already looks like kind of, I don't know, it just looks immediately like, I don't know, 10% cuter already. And now the plan for me would be to just add inner border, and I would start either from this corner or from this, and then just go all the way around. And I think I will use the same color here also when continuing here, because then I think we have like a nice contrast with having here, like after dark we are using white, and then after white we would again be using dark, just following the same pattern that we have here. And I think that for this part I will just use single crochets, and here on the, basically on every row we would kind of have to do 1 to 2 single crochet stitches, just to make sure that they are kind of like spread out evenly. But I think, yeah, I think I will just do it on my own. I want to chill out a little bit, and I'll also start preparing for tomorrow's stream, because tomorrow I have scheduled another one in the morning. So if anyone of you is able to join or have no other plans, then let's do it. And I will try to figure out what exactly I want to do, but I'm kind of leaning towards just continuing to work on this sweater, because I do have to do quite a few rows for the hands or for the sleeves. And since it will be morning and hopefully it will be a little bit brighter, then maybe that's a good project for tomorrow. But also let me know, the video or the live stream for tomorrow is already scheduled and you can see it on my channel, so you can also press the little bell to get notified for the stream tomorrow. And in the comments you can also comment what you want to see or what you're interested to be watching the most, or you can just message me on Instagram and I will have a look, and yeah, just let me know. But thanks so much everyone for joining. I hope those who were crocheting along also had some fun and yeah, managed to get further with your projects. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you will join for the next one as well. If you're new to my channel or somehow randomly found me, then yeah, please subscribe. And I'm actually, yeah, here I'm just seeing a question about amigurumis. I'm not really doing them like at all. I have barely never tried them, but I think that would be something that I will expand more into future. But yeah, I haven't tried it, so maybe at some point when I will have a look at like some easier stuff and will try to do some experiments on my own, then maybe that's something that I can try to do in the future. But at the moment I don't have really plans for it, because like I'm kind of like trying to focus on like doing wearable items, and also some granny squares that yeah you can attach together and then again create something wearable. But I know that it's very interesting for many people, so maybe sometime soon. But yeah, let me know if any other questions. I will try to answer. And yeah, as I said, if you're new, then please subscribe. If you like my channel or want to support me, then please watch my videos, give me big thumbs up. And I have also recently launched my YouTube membership. So if you want to support my work or my channel in general and also have some exclusive access to some emojis and loyalty badges and have some members only videos and stuff like that, then just yeah, please feel free to subscribe, and that will also support my work, of course. But yeah, thanks for joining, and I hope to see you tomorrow morning or during the streams next week. Bye 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 bye.